Yes, indeed, it is the platform, the pinnacle of all discussions right here on Flow 94.9 FM. It is the flow of God's own state. Of course, this program comes every Monday, every Wednesday, and also every Friday. It's still part of our morning show right here, although today is way back Wednesday. And this is where we take a critical look at some of those issues affecting us, even as we're already in the electioneering period and parties are getting ready for their primaries. 18 political parties that we have in Nigeria. Of course, this morning we're talking to one of the aspirants. Of course, he was a former senator right here in Abia State, and he wants to return to the National Assembly, the upper chamber of the National Assembly. He wants to be part of the 10th Nigeria National Assembly. My name is Michael Oni. So it's about the Abia North Senatorial Zone, Abia North Senatorial District politics. That's what we're looking at today on the platform, the pinnacle of all discussions. As you know, Abia North is a senatorial district right here in Abia State, among the 3 senatorial districts that we have in the state, comprising of the entire geopolitical areas of 5 local government areas. So let me just run through that just in case you're listening from outside the state and you do not have an idea of the local government. We have Arochukwu local government area, Bende local government area, Ezekweta local government area, Ohafia local government area, and Umunochi local government area. These are the 5 local government areas making up Abia North Senatorial District, and it is a zone that is very important among the 3 senatorial zones, although being dominated by APC, the opposition party in the state. We have joining us this morning distinguished Senator Mao Ohuabunwa, who has indicated interest to return to the Nigeria National Assembly, to join the 8th National Assembly, having served in the 4th and the 5th National Assembly as member representing Arochukwu Ohafia Federal Constituency under the People's Democratic Party, and also as a senator in the 8th Nigeria National Assembly. Glad to have you join us, Senator Mao Ohuabunwa, this morning on the platform on Flow FM. Good morning to you.
Thank you very much. It's my pleasure to be here with you. Thank you.
All right. My name is Michael Oni. So let's delve into the conversation. Just for emphasis sake, is it correct that you want to return to the National Assembly? And if yes, under which party? And why do you think it is time for you to return to the National Assembly, having lost the last time under the party, the People's Democratic Party?
Yes, well, thank you very much. Thank you very much for this question, and I think it's a straightforward question, and I will expect you to answer. Yes, it's true. I'm getting back the processes on. I had collected my form, I had been screened and cleared. So, which means the course is clear for me to get back to the National Assembly, particularly the Senate, because I was in the House of Reps for about 8 years and left. So, and I'm running on that. There's no other platform than the People's Democratic Party of Nigeria, the largest party in the Black Africa. The fact you know that today Nigerians are yearning for and waiting for, because you see, they've seen the difference between June and July. So you have the option now to choose the best. And I think for now, as we speak in Nigeria, the best party is PDP. So I'm running on that PDP. There are moves by different parties trying to lure me, but I think I've decided, and having been a PDP member from the onset, from 1998 to today, I've never left the PDP. I've committed my life to PDP, and PDP has also, by the grace of God, favored me, because all these things we are talking about, whatever I've been today, is by the grace of God. I'm PDP. As a member of the House for 8 years, under PDP. As a parliamentarian at the ECOWAS Parliament, it was due to the fact that I was a member of the Parliament of Nigeria under PDP, as the leader, and in the Senate, it was also through PDP. So I have no reason to leave PDP, and I've never left. Even when things looked a little bit gloomy, I remain in PDP, and I will continue to remain in PDP. Well, like you asked, why? First and foremost, anybody who knows me will understand that Mao Ohuabunwa is a parliamentarian. I've chosen that course, and I want to professionalize and perfect my political career in that line, which was why in the House of Representatives I know information that today I sponsored a bill that has professionalized legislature.
Yes.
Because at the time we went to the National Assembly in 1999, we had a judicial family bunch, we had the Civil Service Commission. There was no line for professionalization of the legislature or even the what do you call it, the staff who have been seconded from the Federal Civil Service Commission. And at that young age and at that time, I sat down with some few ex lawyers, consultants, and I crafted the bill that is known as National Assembly Service Commission Bill, which today is an act. And through that act, a lot of young men, women have been employed in the National Assembly, and today they are professionals. And that also gives me a opportunity that the first Southeasterner to represent the Southeast in that commission was no other person than somebody from my constituency then, may he so rest in peace, late Senator Neko Korafo. So I got that for him to be the council member. So what I'm saying is that you're asking me why. It's just that I'm somebody who believes in commitment and professionalizing whatever I believe in. So first and foremost, I set that platform, that foundation to professionalize National Assembly, and I think I want to also be part of Senate to its full fruition. And again, Senate, I was only in the Senate, just for about 3 years, because when I won the election in 2015, after a few months, the appeal court nullified my election. Yes. I came back home in 2016, and then my national set up and we ran the election. I also defeated PDP again in 2016 before I was all back to the next. So one, I didn't really complete a term, so not to talk of two terms. That is the minimum anybody can do in a legislature.
Okay.
So, and if you look at, even within that 3 years, if you have about 50 bills that became an act, Mao Ohuabunwa had 5 of those bills that became an act. I sponsored the bill to be on Center for Disease Control. I sponsored the bill on agriculture. I consider it an agrarian what you hear to the federal government or talk about anchor grant scheme is based from that my bill, which is an agricultural scheme, because I felt that would be an opportunity to empower my people, because look at all the 5 local governments that make up Abia, whether it's Ben, whether it's Arochi, whether it's Abia, whether it's Squat, or whether it's Umunochi or Bende. These are all
distinguished. Let me just ask you more questions here. Abia North Senatorial District is no doubt a very respected senatorial district in Abia State, just like other senatorial districts, having had the likes of Senators Ike Nwachukwu, Uchechukwu Merije coming from that senatorial zone before having you and the incumbent as we speak. But one will be asking, you've been in the parliament. You've been a parliamentarian right from 1999 when Nigeria returned to civilian rule, having been at the lower chamber, then twice at the lower chamber representing Arochukwu or Hafia constituency. Then later you moved up the ladder to being the senator representing Abia North Senatorial District. Well, the question is, it seems you've seen it all. What else are you returning to do again to serve the good people of Abia North Senatorial District?
That's exactly what I'm trying to tell you. I've not even seen it all. That's what I'm saying. I've went to the Senate to consolidate the gains of House of Reps, and also to keep the flag at that level flying. Like you mentioned, Senate is the highest legislative body of any country. Okay. It's like playing a Champions League, where you send your first 11 and your best. And like you've alluded to, Ike Nwachukwu was there, perfect. Chukwumerije was there, perfect. Mao Ohuabunwa came and had no choice, stepping into those big shoes to keep the flag flying. But unfortunately, like I said, we are going to complete 1 term, not to talk of 2 terms, which I believe today is almost like the minimum for any office. And I think that we have raised the bar for Abia North, and that bar must continue to go higher. We don't need to go down. Today, unfortunately, Abia North is like a comic relief in the Senate. You can see what is happening today in the Senate about Abia North. And if you look at first and foremost, the function of the parliamentarian is to make law for the good peace and good governance of any, whether it's this state or the federal government. And like I've already building up to tell you that I was part of the earlier people that sponsored bills in the National Assembly as a senator. I had told you about Center for Disease Control Bill. I had told you about the agri-claims scheme. I've not told you about the Cancer Act, Cancer Treatment and Oncology Act, which is my bill, because I found out that cancer is a serious problem in this country. And unfortunately, people know about it because of late screening and late detection when it's at the last stage. But if you have an institution that their function is to train oncologists, is to treat cancer patients, to screen, and when you detect this early, definitely to treat will be simple. But unfortunately, we make it. So these are my views that are so many others.
Fantastic. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. The primary responsibility of a legislator is to make bills, and which will be assented to, make law rather, which will be assented to by Mr. President. But this is not the first time. You're very familiar with this stuff, having tried your luck in 2007, although you didn't win. And also you went ahead, contested in 2015, and also won the rerun, as you mentioned earlier, in 2016. But one will be asking, what happened in 2019 general elections that you lost to the incumbent?
Yes, in 2019, actually, like I've always said to people, we had it was an intra-party problem within the party. It was an intra-party problem. Not that PDP is on ground, both in Abia North, in all the zones of Abia State, and indeed Abia State has been a PDP state, and still today I can challenge you. I'm a member of the National Executive Council Committee of the party, which is the highest policy body, and I know that PDP is on ground. It's just that we had internal intra-party squabble, which I think by the grace of God we've been able to resolve, and we are resolving them within us, because with things happening today, it's clear to us that we make mistakes here and there, and all we are trying to do is to block those holes.
Will you like to go into the details of the internal party squabbles that you said affected your return to the Senate?
Party issues are not discussed in the open, because you are not. I'm not sure you are a registered member of our party. I'm not sure the entire Nigeria. That is party affairs that discussed at party level. That's why you have different strata of party. You have the ward, you have the LGA, you have the territorial zone, you have the state, and before you get to the national, and then so you get to the geopolitical zones, then the national. So at that level, and I think I want to assure you that we are already crossing our T's and dotting our I's, and by the special grace of God, what happened in 2019, which is uncalled for.
Okay, so let me just throw this to you. What some of your opponents are saying. I mean, those that you're contesting with as aspirant to get this ticket under the party PDP. They are saying that Senator Mao is not.
So anybody saying that? Then, like you said, 2015 we won election. 2016 I won election. So what else is it because something happened in one election, out of how many, then somebody will use it to as a point. Yeah, even if you want to be analytical, then score it now. If you have done 5 exams and you pass 4 and lost 1, it's still an A. So that anybody realizes, you know that people who are mischievous and blackmailers, who should actually not be police. Go and ask my unit. I'm from Arochukwu, in Arochukwu local government, and my unit is Okorombeke Hall. Go and check. INEC is there. Go and check the results. They are there. Forget about the manipulation. But thank God that all those things now, with the introduction of electronics in the election, yes, the results will count. Not you after election you go to the somewhere and manipulate, and those things are They are mundane now. They are no more. With the introduction of electronics into the system and the new electoral act, you will see what will happen. I will call you again after the election. Sure, you will call me to congratulate me.
Okay. How much of consultations have you done? Are the people supporting you, especially reaching out to the delegates to ensure that you fly the flag of that party? Because we have a lot of persons interested. In fact, the current lawmaker representing Arochukwu Ohafia is also seeking the same support.
I don't want to compare myself with anybody. I don't want to compare myself because we have four of us on that. Who have been cleared to run that position.
Exactly. Yes.
So I don't want to run. What I'm saying is that I don't, at my level and position,
yes,
as far as the party is concerned, I don't need to get down to, there are ways people want to pull you down to discuss certain issues. At my level, I don't discuss issues. That's why when you are dragging me into calling names, I don't get.
I do not want you to. I'm only asking. I want us to do. Okay.
About consultation. Consultation is a continuum. You don't end consultation. Like I've gone around all the 5 local governments that make up
Abia North. Yes.
Spoke to the delegates, spoke to the stakeholder, and we are still consulting. Election is still more than a week or about a week to go. That is about next week. So consultation is continuous and we'll continue to consult during, before, during and after. Consultation until we get back. So it's going to be more intensive, especially after the primaries, more, because we need to unite PDP. We need to regain lost ground. Because what is important is for PDP to win elections. And for us to win elections, we have our best. We should send the best who can represent us, people we can be proud of and say, look, this is my senator, and you can, like you have said, Ikewachu was there, Chukwuemeke was there, Mao Ohuabunwa came, and I'm still climbing. So it don't go down. We don't bring the banner, don't bring the bar down. We have to raise the bar. So there are people, every situation, it's like you now as a presenter, or I don't know if I'm wrong. As a presenter, you grow. When you don't just today, you're a presenter at the same time because you presented and you want to now be the MD or the manager. You go, there are processes.
All right. In case you just joined us, it is the platform.
You must fit in where you belong. You don't go in where, you must fit in where you belong. And,
all right. In case you just joined us, you're listening to the platform, the pinnacle of all discussions, right here on Flow 94.9 FM, the flow of God's own state. We're speaking with distinguished Senator Mao Ohuabunwa. Of course, is seeking to fly the ticket of his party, the PDP, for the next general election to represent the good people of Abia North Senatorial District. He's been in that parliament for a long time, having served in the 4th and the 5th National Assembly as member representing Arochukwu Ohafia constituency of Abia State under PDP, and also having been a serving senator representing that same senatorial district in the 8th National Assembly, Abia North Senatorial District. Let me ask you, it is important to ask of your antecedent because that will also form some sort of advantage for you over the other contestants. So we'll be asking you, what did you do when you were there as a senator? Do you think what you achieved in the 8th National Assembly can pave the way for you, for the delegate to believe that you're bringing more dividends of democracy to the good people of Abia North Senatorial District?
Thank you very much. Abia North, for the past 3 years or so I'm away, can testify what they have lost. Lost in terms of representation, like I've told you. Within 3 years, you can sponsor bills that became acts. You sponsor bills that are still not yet concluded, like conversion of the Polytechnic of Arochukwu College of Education Technical to university. The federal polytechnic that was supposed to be cited in the term. This after I left it at the level, it was after public hearing. I expected those that are there today to have concluded that process. You can see every day, you see the president assenting to such establishing university, even yesterday. But unfortunately, our own is left in the cooler. These are things we must conclude. And look at the motions. But today, when it's after that, you need to attract some infrastructure because of the system we operate. Otherwise, if we are operating a normal system like developed crime, in terms of infrastructure is not the responsibility of the parliamentarian, but we have to. I was part of the leadership that started what we call today constituency project. Having been a leader, I went to the National House of Reps. I became a leader. I wasn't just a member. I was the leader. I won election to take the position that was known to the Southeast as the leader of the House of Representatives and the leader of the Southeast Caucus. And like I said, in that assembly, which is where you're hinging your question on, go and see all the projects. I was the chairman Senate Committee on the Primary Health Care and Communicable Diseases. Go and see every part of this of Abia North is littered with comprehensive health centers built already, waiting to be furnished, which was what I thought that as I go back, it will be furnished. Go and check projects of RH4 Abia Road, then the road. But you see the bridges and all that. I don't want to go because there are plethora of projects affected by me, which are there. And you remember when I was in the Senate, every day you hear about either commissioning or planning of projects. So they said that some people were even dragging Mao Ohuabunwa or so and so that brought the project. But I've been away for 3 years and I don't hear about any project except the one that is Umuahia, which we started, and Ben Kadiman is now representing Ben continued with that project, and I hear every day somebody is also contesting or dragging that project, who brought that or that. So for me, at my level, whatever I am today is by God's grace. Okay. And if God has given me the wherewithal, the power to attract projects that will impact positively on my people, I don't need to be shouting about it. But the people out there, I remember one time I did a press tour with your people in the media houses in Abia State. They asked me, how are you able to attract all these projects, even when you are no position party, you are no position in the parliament? It requires lobbying, it requires commitment, it requires experience. I have been there as a leader, and I know the windows. I know the windows.
Okay.
I know how to work with the parliament.
If I quote you,
what I'm saying is that going back is an added advantage to the people of Abia North. First and foremost, to complete most of those motions and bills that will impact positively, and also use my position to attract more projects to my people, and it is beyond Abia North. And again, by the grace of God, now that Nigerians are heading for PDP, it is very clear that PDP will take over the federal government, and that will also be a better platform for us to be in an advantage position. Okay,
you're so confident.
How many people have been able to employ? I don't mean employment of students, but for other central banks, federal revenue services, Nigerian social insurance fraud fund. Go and check Limasa, wherever. Go and they are there. They are there.
I would like us to
Center for Disease Control and all that. It's on count of how we
Senator Ohuabunwa, I would like us to analyze the current representation. The current incumbent senator representing you also at the Abia North Senatorial District. Because if I quote you correctly on this program today, you said Abia North is like a comic relief at the Senate under the incumbent senator as we speak. Why? As we speak today. Why do you think it is a comic relief? And what will you do? What will you do better if you find your way in becoming the senator again of that senatorial district?
Listen, you are a media man.
Yes.
The press corps of the National Assembly, the press corps in 2018 or so,
yes,
gave me an award as the legislative facilitator of the year. I mean the press corps, I didn't say politician. And for you to be a facilitator, you know what it means. Then too, my colleagues, before the president and all my colleagues, crown me DG amendment.
Yes.
Go and ask my friend, who are my colleagues? I didn't say my colleagues. For you to be given DG amendment, which means you understand your intellectual capacity, you understand your depth in reading and managing legislative procedure. Because what it means is that any bill to be discussed on the floor, Mao Ohuabunwa will take time to read it, dissect it, analyze it, and come up with amendments that are relevant to those positions. So at times, what my colleagues do is that when they want to sponsor a bill of motion, they first come to me and say, "This amendment, please, I don't want you to shut down this my bill when it comes to on the floor. Let's look at it. Help me to peruse it and into a digit or whatever." So this amendment is not for anybody.
Okay.
You must be knowledgeable and competent in what you're doing for you to be so called by your colleagues. And I said, I'm telling you things that are verifiable.
Okay.
And you are there. You have to go and ask the press corps, that is your colleague.
Yes.
Gave me an award,
National
national award, as a facilitator, a legislative facilitator.
Okay.
Here. And you know, those things, what it means. It's not stashing money. It's not something you can buy.
According to the political space today in Abia State, Abia North Senatorial District seems to be the stronghold of the APC in Abia State. How do you intend to break that to becoming a senator?
That is a misconception. I don't agree with you.
Okay. Why do you think it is a misconception?
Listen. Let me put the record correct.
All right.
Don't also forget that we didn't lose the election. Our position was stolen because you are there. You were covering the proceedings at the tribunal, and the tribunal came up and nullified that election before they came up at the top and did whatever it did, and an appeal that upheld that result. You know that by every standard, if the result has declared, the result was not declared, but as was not supposed to be what we should be. I can get put those behind me.
All right.
Because I'm moving forward. You know that our name is Follow Better. That's our philosophy.
All right.
My political philosophy is Follow Better.
Okay. All right.
Follow Better is easily defined.
Follow the good thing, right? It's a philosophy.
When you follow the right thing, when you believe in fairness, justice, and you follow the right thing, definitely in reciprocity, good things will also go with it. So we are the good ones, and we proclaim and preach goodness and what is right.
Distinguished, I want to really appreciate you for joining us this morning. We wish you all the best in your political aspiration with the philosophy follow better, if I'm correct. Anyway, thank you so much for all right. Better will follow you. Thank you so much for joining us this morning on the platform, Senator Mao Ohuabunwa.
You are not beginning to follow better definitely will follow you.
All right. Do enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you for joining us.
You do my regards. God bless you.
Thank you so much for speaking to us. It is still the platform, the pinnacle of all discussions. We're live on Facebook, facebook.com/Flow949FM. I'm going to take a break now because it's a two-legged program. On the flip side, we are going to revisit the issues in the People's Democratic Party, the ruling party in Abia State. Barrister David Iro, the suspended secretary of the party, will join us to share his own side of the story in the entire saga. Stay tuned. It is the platform, the pinnacle of all discussions on Flow 94.9 FM.